Hey, how's everybody doing out there? This is SMC reporting on the playoffs. Sorry, it's been a little while since I've done a little update. Sorry, there's a little thing called life that seems to be getting in the way once in a while. Hey, but no excuses. Ball before all. So let's run down what's happened so far in the AL playoff action, and it's been exciting. I mean, right away, right off the bat, we had an upset. Dynasty defeating JV Spartans 75-71. A very close game, and you know everybody had Dynasty on paper being a championship contender. It didn't happen that way, but they actually looked like championship contenders this game. Well, the JV Spartans aren't completely out. They had a 6-3 record, a great season. So they're in the losers bracket, not eliminated. So Dynasty went on to play the Hype Beasts. So they're the number one team with a 6-1 record. They had the first round bye. Now the Hype Beasts, they had a little bit of a slow start, but then they turned it on. They really did. And one of the catalysts was George Tang, who did his best impression of the Birdman. We caught up with Coach Virgilio after the game on his thoughts.
Started out slow defensively. Free throws definitely cost both teams, I think. But in the end, it honestly came down to just a couple big shots. A big time player. Actually came down to that. We actually had a big defensive player coming off the bench. He probably was the X factor today. George Tang, with his 5 blocks, probably was the difference maker.
All right, thanks, Coach. We also spoke with George Tang on his performance.
I don't know, I came here, trying to win. I ain't trying to lose. I got here. I'm like, all right, man. I know George from back in the city, and he's like, you think he's nicer than me, but prove him today. What up? Caught him out right now.
Now, the Dynasty loss also marks the end for one of the most decorated and long-standing players in our Dream League community, and we are very sad to see him go. Jeff too.
Well, I guess I was the first entrance, right? DB was the first team in Dream League. It was like 2003. It's been a long time, 6 years, a good time. Thank you and Brian, and I'll see you guys around.
All right. Fondest memories?
Memories? 3 championships in a row? Pretty good.
I'd be pretty fond of that too.
That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I did throw an MVP in there too.
You did? You did?
Triple A.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right, man. It was great having you.
Take care.
We'll see you again soon, man.
Right.
Take care. Jeff has also mentioned to me that it was after a game, and he really wanted to mention the Corliers a little more as well, as that was a very fond memory of his as well, winning the AAA championship several seasons back, where he was the MVP of that playoffs. Let's get to the other side of the bracket. Now this matchup was unbelievable. Yaletown meeting SK War Dog. Yaletown, of course, defeated NYSP in the first round, and SK War Dogs defeated the Free Asians. And now these Clash of the Titans met, we all know, former champions and also big-time rivals. And this game did not disappoint. Anybody who was there or playing in it will say it was one of the greatest Dream League games ever. Now, we also had a special guest come in and talk about that SK War Dog Yaletown game. It was none other than former WWE champion Bret the Hitman Hart. Hey, thanks for having me here, eh? So, I was just passing by New York, and thought I'd watch my favorite Canadian team, because, Bret the Hitman Hart is Canadian as well, eh? So, I just gotta say, I'm a real fan of Yaletown. I know, maybe there's not a lot of Canadians there anymore, but still, Yaletown is in Canada, eh? You all know that, right? In Vancouver? Well, anyways, what I like about them is they represent Canada like I represented them, eh? Play with a lot of heart. When it looked like they're down and out, they really dug deep inside and they told SK War Dog, not in our house. Not in our house. No. We're not down and out. That's not what we're about. We're about winning. When the chips are down, that's when we rise. We're Canadians. We have heart. Just like the Hart Foundation. That was pretty interesting. Bret the Hitman Hart, thank you very much. You're a fine champion. Well, let's, and now, once again, we talked about SK War Dog. They played again last week in the losers bracket, and they went up against JV Spartans. And they were able to beat JV Spartans, ending the JV Spartans season in a very exciting game. It was just, Arjun Ori was not in attendance, but AK was, and just inside, he just dominated that game. He was just hands down the difference in that game. And what do we have now? We have, once again, this Sunday, Yaletown versus SK War Dog. If it's going to be anything like that last game, you guys all need to be there. It is just going to be an amazing matchup. Now, what happened to Yaletown against the Hypebeast in the semifinal match? Well, they came out to an early lead, but early in the second quarter, unfortunately, Nelson Wong went out with an ankle. And unfortunately, I don't know who organizes this Yaletown team, but they only had 5 players for the game, no subs. So they practically played the game 4-on-5. Now they played very well, very valiantly, but you're not going to beat a Hypebeast team 4-on-5. It's just not going to happen. So, hey, but all credit to the Hypebeasts. They're in the finals, and they have double elimination. So now we're just waiting for the winner of SK War Dog and Yaletown. So stay tuned, everybody. It's going to be a great finals, and it'll be just a great stretch, great way to end an awesome season. All right, guys, we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
喂，今日我哋打波真係好撚勁啊！你哋係咪好撚升咧？我都唔知，我而家係冇得頂啊！我哋今日打波我係唔會甩拖，我 team call 我叫做 microphone jaw 啊！我哋繼續喺度打波。屌冇嘢，可唔可以講粗口？我都唔知，但係我知我而家咪好戇鳩啊！佢哋輸咗，佢一定好嬲，同你哋講。
All right, man, that was awesome. That was awesome. Man, I hope there wasn't any cuss words in there.
Half.
All right, thanks.